On this episode, we'll cover the fall of Aksum. Let's go. When we think about the end of the Aksumite Empire, the first story that jumps into our mind is the sacking of Aksum by a foreign queen named Yodit Gudit, or Yodit the Wicked. The legend of Yodit Gudit has several variations, but the most colorful one goes like this. Yodit is a prostitute who lives in the city of Aksum, whose beauty is beyond compare. One day, she catches the eye of a young priest, who falls madly in love with her. Yodit asks the priest to get her shoes made of gold in exchange for her love. The young priest makes shoes using gold that he steals from a sacred temple, the same temple that supposedly holds the Ark of the Covenant. Later on, when the other priests find that there is gold missing in the temple shape of a shoe, the clergy do a Cinderella search and go looking for the feet that match the missing gold. When Yodit is discovered, she confesses to what happened, but tells them that she did not know where the gold came from. The priests, regardless, put all the blame on Yodit and forgive the young priest. As brutal punishment for her crime, Yodit has her right breast cut off and is exiled to Syria. In her exile, she catches the eye of the Syrian king, who falls madly in love with her. The king marries her and makes her queen of his rule. With her new power, Yodit sends a vengeful attack on Aksum, and the city burns. As fantastic as Yodit Gudit's story sounds, there are first-hand accounts of a foreign queen sacking the city of Aksum in the 10th century. The identity and origin of this queen is unknown, but this has not stopped many from speculating that the invaders were from the kingdom of Damut, located further south in Ethiopia, while others have argued that they were from a Sudanese kingdom. Regardless, it is important to know that by this point in the 10th century, the capital of the Empire of Aksum was located further south in modern-day Ethiopia, and that the city of Aksum only served as a ceremonial location. That means that even though the invasion of the city would have indeed hurt the empire, it was not the reason for Aksum's decline. The real reason behind Aksum's fall involved both external and internal factors that played out through the course of the 9th to 11th century. Externally, Aksum lost control of its Red Sea trade, its major source of wealth. As we learned in the previous episode, Aksum had successfully invaded Yemen. However, this resulted in the creation of a powerful economic foe in the form of the Persian Empire, which was supporting its own interest in Yemen. Eventually, the Persian-backed Yemen forces expelled the Aksumite military from their lands. This expulsion not only cost Aksum the control of the ports in Yemen, it also cost Aksum a major trading partner, Persia. And as the Persian Empire expanded, Aksum lost more and more of its wealth from the Red Sea. Internally, Aksum had other problems. The growth of the empire's population led to greater and greater demand for food. This overdemand, coupled with poor agricultural practices, destroyed most of the arable land that Aksum depended on. This forced the empire to leave the capital and move further inland in modern-day Ethiopia. These internal and external factors gave Aksum a slow death across a span of 3 centuries. Jumping forward to present day, Aksum continues to captivate the imagination of millions of people across the world. Its cultural legacy with the Ge'ez writing script is still used across Ethiopia and Eritrea, as is religious traditions created in Aksum, including the liturgical chants of Saint Yared, as well as the legends of Minilik and the Queen of Sheba. The church and stelae built over 1,000 years ago, still stand and leave us with a tangible memory of a once vast empire. What is your favorite takeaway from our episodes on Aksum? What do you think we have left out that should be mentioned? Please leave your comments below so we could all learn together. And if you want to do further readings on your own, you'll find links to two books that are very useful on this topic linked below in the description, so be sure to check those out. And until next time, stay humble, my friends.